he was shot in his house, apparently someone broke into his house, didn't steal anything, and put a knife on his bed. Yeah, it's kind of like a crazy thing.
That's where the knife on the bed came from. I had heard a story when it first happened. All he kept was a knife next to his bed.
No, he kept a machete next to his bed.
Oh, so that's
for protection.
true too. Okay.
Who put it there, Colonel Mustard?
No, it was a pipe in the library.
Okay.
But
You know what else he could have had in his house? A deadbolt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, no, there was breaking. I mean, there was a sign of a forced entry. Like, I mean, his house was locked.
But there's some houses that you can't get in no matter how much force you use, you know?
So it's
I would think a rich person like that should have
It's Sean Taylor's fault that he's dead because he didn't have
No, it's not his fault.
A brick wall in front of his door.
It's not his fault, but I think that
Look at how he was dressed.
I'm just kind of confused about the whole fact that, like, after somebody left a knife on my bed, I would have, ADT and IDI and whoever fighting over,
Dogs,
teaming
some dogs,
together.
some pit bull,
I'd have a
some pit bull,
moat,
some rat bull.
basically.
No, he can't have pit bulls. Then he'd have to wait a year and a half before he could play again to get out of jail.
True.
Apparently, the whole issue was not the whole issue, but one of the issues was he didn't have a security system.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't
8
have
days
any.
later.
Now, he got shot in the leg, and then he died
Yes.
a couple of days later.
Yes.
And did they say that they found the guys? No?
No.
They arrested 4 guys.
On CNN,
Really?
yeah, on
Yesterday,
CNN.
yesterday morning, they had.
Oh,
said they
I
were
gotta be
in
honest
today.
with you. Once Friday
They haven't
ends,
released anything, as far as I know, as of right now. They haven't released anything about their relationship to him or anything. But
once Friday ends, up until Monday morning, I have no idea what goes on in the world other than Blue's Clues and other children's shows. I have no idea.
now,
messed up.
there's
And
all
Warcraft.
kinds of speculation going around. Now, I don't know if this is people assuming, but some people were saying that he was
It
one
was
of the
Kanye
guys.
West.
Yeah, he was one of the guys that didn't feel the need to, sort of pay off guys from the neighborhood he came from just because he's someone from the neighborhood that became famous, where they said a lot of guys do. Like, in a way, they were almost blackmailed in a friendly way. Give back to the community, but the community is like 3 dudes or something.
So because you think I didn't hear anything.
But this
on
is
that.
also speculation, that this may have been people saying, oh, that black football player got shot. It must have been guys from his neighborhood, kind of thing. I don't know if
something
it's true or
something
not.
nefarious and awful going on. I mean, the fact of the matter is, 8 days before the dude got shot, someone showed up at his house and put a knife on his bed. I mean,
Who knows what these guys do anyway? Half these guys, I mean, celebrities in general, but especially it seems like athletes, they have this desire to be involved, and like Jamal Lewis needed to set up a drug deal and go to jail for a year. He wasn't rich enough.
just facilitating things.
I guess he was giving back to someone from his community too.
Exactly.
He was paying into his 401k. That's the way they do it.
It's 401c.
Oh God.
You all right there?
Yeah, I'm fine. No, I was just thinking about my C.
The worst thing wasn't with Jamal Lewis. Wasn't it just like pounds and pounds of pot? It wasn't even like.
I gotta be honest, I don't even remember. I remember him being in trouble, but I don't remember what it was for.
He also went to jail on the weekends, though, so. He went to
convenient.
jail
That's
to get worshipped for 48 hours and then left.
Yeah, that's
Signed
convenient.
some autographs.
And your man Ricky Wilson had an outstanding, played outstanding last week, huh?
Ricky Wilson, who's that now? That's
He was the guy who was out of the Beach Boys. He used to write songs for them. Yeah, no, you're talking
Williams.
About Ricky Williams. Hey, let's just put it out there, Ricky. Way to have a great season, my friend. 15 carries. No, sorry, 6 carries, 15 yards. Welcome back to the NFL, you piece of jerk. Yeah,
Sports.
yeah, my Miami Dolphins now this week will be starting their 5th string running back because their 4th string was dropped to pick up Ricky Williams.
Who was that?
What? Who got dropped?
Yeah.
From your fantasy football, Simkin Gatto. He got dropped to get Ricky on the roster. I honestly don't even know who's starting this week. For the first week, I don't even care. I don't even care at all. I'm actually immediately after the show today, I'm going to my in-laws' house. Don't care. Don't care. I'm not going to sit home and watch football.
When I heard that about Ricky Wilson, I laughed and laughed and laughed.
No, that he wasn't in the Beach Boys anymore.
I feel sorry for you, man. 0-11. I'm bummed. I'm sorry.
Don't feel sorry for me. I'm just a person who likes a
because
team that happens to suck. That's all. It's not a big deal.
You don't talk to your family. Your best team is 0-11. I mean, it's really.
Evil Knievel died.
Even Knievel died. Your man.
A horrible week.
You can look forward to Darren McFadden if you want.
Is that
Who?
a real name?
the guy from Arkansas that'll probably be on your team next year.
No, what's his name? The kid from Florida is going to be on my team next year. You don't
The
think?
quarterback?
Yeah.
Why would you draft a quarterback when you have one already?
What quarterback do I have?
The guy that's been playing. I know he's like 19, but
And he's terrible.
Who's that, Lemon?
No. Lemon's already gone. It's Beck. Beck.
Anyone that passes up this guy, Darren McFadden, no
Monty
matter
Love's former guitarist, Beck, is playing.
no matter where they need help, it would be stupid.
You have a running back.
He's a wide receiver also.
You have wide receivers.
All right. I don't have anything.
You go
I have a
quarter-
bunch of dead dogs. That's it.
You go quarterback. You absolutely go quarterback. You need a guy that's going to general your team.
Lead, yes.
I guess I'm thinking more because they've been saying a lot of those top quarterbacks will probably slip to the second round potentially. So to take somebody that might be drafted in the second round or when you have the number one pick is a little.
You think the guy who's going to wind up winning the Heisman Trophy is going to go in the second round?
The Heisman Trophy is either a quarterback or I don't think he's good though. I think that this guy Darren McFadden is going to win the.
The dude is the first dude in like 20 years to have 20 rushing and passing touchdowns. Like in like 20 years.
I know,
and I don't pay attention to college football. The fact that I know about this guy when I don't watch college football at all, like he's the real
What
deal.
about the fact that he is from Florida? That could help.
And he's not a Matt Leinart that has a rubber band arm of garbage that somehow is going to try and get himself in. He's actually like he actually throws the ball like an adult male would throw a football.
The quarterback from Hawaii set records for touchdowns and passing yardage, like NCAA records. I don't think he's necessarily going to go in the first round either, you know?
Whatever, bro. Mahalo. You want to talk about your Hawaiian crap?
I'm a Rainbow Warrior fan, but I don't necessarily, even though they're the Warriors now. By the way, the Devil Rays dropped the Devil.
They're just the Rays now?
They're just the
The
Rays.
Tampa Bay Rays?
They claim it's because it's too long of a name.
No, it's not.
We all know there was pressure from the Pope.
Honestly, I think it's too long a name for their town. They should change the name to just Tampa.
What about
Get rid of
just
the Bay?
What about just Bay? The Bay Rays. Or just Bay Rays. Not even the.
That's catchy.
Who has time for the?
Yeah, Bay Rays.
Wait, Bay Ray, didn't he played guitar for the Dead Kennedys for a while, didn't he?
That's why it sounded so right. They are in the East, too.
Yeah.
And I envy. I have to respect him a lot because I tried to play Holiday in Cambodia on Guitar,
Guitar
Hero,
Hero,
and it
it's
was
tough.
terribly tough.
It's tough. As long as we're talking about interesting musical stuff, you know the whole concept. You know what we talked about a couple weeks ago. The Ramones manager Linda Stein, who was killed. Apparently, her assistant, who it looks like is the person who did it, her name is Natavia Lowry. Her story of what happened that day, of where the aggravation happened, where the problem happened before Linda Stein was killed, was that Linda Stein blew pot smoke in her face, and a ninja came into the apartment after the fact. Someone knocked on the door wearing all black and a face mask.
Was this in Staten Island? With
Ninja burglar?
Yeah, you would think. You'd think, yeah. So Natavia Lowry is she's actually in custody.
The ninja is the new part, right? Because the pot smoking thing, blowing smoke in the face, was an old story.
Yeah, she was being taunted by her. She was waving the yoga stick at her and blowing pot
That
smoke
is
in her
correct.
face.
But this week, apparently, added on to the story is the fact that that a ninja came in after the fact, and that's what happened. So
If you guys blew pot smoke in my face, I'd totally kill you.
Would you beat me with
What
my
if the
yoga
ninja
stick?
came in? You wouldn't be distracted? What if the ninja came in blowing crack smoke in your face?
That's it.
oh my god, I wish that could happen.
You know it wouldn't be a
Well,
yoga stick.
they were all covered in black and carrying swords, so yes, it did appear that they were dressed like ninjas.
Minions.
Clearly, he'd have some nunchucks as well.
Yeah, no nunchuck marks or like Chinese star marks on Linda Stein? Nothing to that effect?
Nothing to that effect. I think that Natavia Lowry might have a problem. I think.
There was no
Either way, she's got a problem.
there was no smoke bomb shrapnel around, nothing like that.
Was there shrapnel when you throw smoke bombs?
A little powder residue, you know?
Could you get me smoke bombs?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start using those at work. When I get aggravated, when people come near me and start bothering me, just throw smoke.
I feel like a break. Fire alarm, let's go.
Oh,
Do you own those shoes with only 2 toes?
obviously. How else would I be able to throw my shuriken through my feet?
That's awesome.
I honestly did have those for years. I'm sure if I go to my mom's house,
I bet you
she would
did.
still have them.